Have you ever been watching the news and thought to yourself, wow, my time could be much better spent playing The Sims, or at least watching a Sims video? Well, welcome back. Here we are. Today we're going to be building 131021 Chic Street. And look at this little hallway right here in between those rooms. That's got to go. Anyway, so this is Octavia's neighbor's apartment. It was going to be Octavia's at first, but I don't know. I spent way too much time in this apartment, and I always do because the windows in this apartment really irk me more than the windows in any apartment ever in The Sims. And I always want to use this one because it's like the smallest apartment. I love that. I want to be cramped. I want to try to survive, you know? So, anyway, we end up finding something that works for us. Like the original floor plan was that little hallway in between the front door. Like, can you imagine walking into a house or an apartment and you just walk into a super cramped hallway like that? That's to me, that's just so not realistic, and I not even welcoming. Like, I don't want to live in an apartment like that. But yeah, so here we are. We ended up doing something a little different. This this apartment is going to be able to sleep two adults and a child, but then again an adult could sleep in the kids room too because it's the same size bed. But yeah. So we're doing I wanted it to be kind of like a modern hand-me-down where this family is kind of had enough money for a better apartment than Octavia, but they don't have all that type of money, you know? So some of their stuff is hand-me-down and yeah, so it's going to be modern hand-me-down. And right now we're in the bathroom. I like what I do with I like what I do with the bathroom. There gets to be some good clutter. I find a plant that I think works for me in the bathroom, which I like plants pretty much in all my rooms. I don't think I put one in the kids' room, but in real life, we should have plants in the I like plants in the bathroom. Plants that don't need sunlight because my bathroom does not have a window. So it's just got to be something that could be a fake plant for all I care. Get a fake plant in there, something. And then that I love the little magazine holder. I think it's called a remote holder, and so it gives me the impression that it was intended to be used in the living room, which is totally cool. Like, yeah, but I have something like that in every single bathroom in my house. Gotta have some reading material, just in case that you don't have your phone. You need something there. So yeah, I like that they have that. Put that in there. Super cute. And I like all the clutter too that I do. Oh, it's so cute. And then I'm trying to think if I struggle with anything else in this build. Probably, let's be honest. I didn't know really where to put any, like I said, I struggled with it before when I was trying to build it for Octavia, and I had to give up and move on to Penny Pizzazz's. But I decided someone needs to live here because one of the lot traits on her apartment is lively neighbors, and it was cracking me up because yeah, she has lively neighbors, but she doesn't actually have any neighbors because both the apartments around hers are completely empty. So let's make it some lively neighbors and get this apartment cleaned up so someone can actually live here. But yeah, I think this is cute so far. I like the kitchen. I like the lights I used. I don't think I've had an opportunity to use them yet. I was gonna put one in the bathroom. They have like a single version, but then I thought it would probably be cute in the kitchen. So there they are in the kitchen. I like it. And I never use that little plant either. I'm trying to go out on a limb here and use things that I never use. And that's pretty much the two things I put in the bathroom so far. I do tend to use a lot of the clutter. So, like the nail polishes and lotions and stuff like that, I use that all the time because it really makes the game and the living situation more realistic. I love the piles of dirty clothes too. I don't think I put one over here, but I do tend to put that in like all of my like cheap builds. I don't know. I was pretty messy before I got my life together, so I kind of like to assume that maybe the Sims are kind of messy too, you know? It's not just a me thing. It can be a Sim thing too. But yeah, here's some clutter. And let me tell you, the struggle with the carpets and the rugs, sorry, carpets are not the struggle for me in this game, but the rugs are a serious, serious struggle for me. Like, I, sh- ugh, in the kids' room specifically, when I'm looking over the rugs, I just get agitated. And honestly, guys, I stopped recording and took a break because I got so agitated about the rugs. Like the rugs, me going through the rugs and thinking about the layout made this recording like 2 hours long. I am not kidding you. Before, like, I cut out most of the part where I'm just sitting here staring at it, drawing walls, trying to figure out what it's going to work for me. Because, like, who wants to sit there and see someone do that for as long as I did it? It's just the windows. I wish we could move the windows. I'm cool if we need the same amount of windows, but let me at least drag it along the same wall, you know? Like, it was agitating me. So here we are. And this kid's room technically would not be considered a bedroom because I know in my state we're required to have a window in order for a room to be considered a bedroom. So here's this room, which is not apparently a bedroom, which we have forced this child to live in. Ugh. And it's probably like a fire thing, like that there's no way for someone to escape if there's a fire and they're trapped in the bedroom. So it's probably like a safety hazard. But you know what? In The Sims, oh wait, the kitchen is right by her room. Oh. Well, we'll pray. We'll do a little prayer. Hope everything works out. I don't know. Oh, and this little panda light, or is that a panda? Oh God, guys, that's got to be a panda, right? Yeah. Anyway, this little panda light, never use it. Never have used it. Thought it would be cute. I wanted to put. I wanted to try to go out of my box a little bit. My builds tend to be the same. Cause you get, I don't know if you can agree, but I get stuck in this like zone where it's like, this is the color scheme. Like that is a big thing for me too. Is I normally use like the same type of beds, the same, cause like I like certain things and I'd like to use them in all my builds, but how boring is that, you know? So this is me going out on a limb. Oh God, the rug dilemma. I'm sorry you guys have to watch this. I think it goes by quickly. And it ends up being nothing because I just decide, you know what? Nope. Not thinking about it anymore. Let's move to the kitchen. Which I end up changing multiple times too, like the dining area. I could not decide on a table. Like the glass top tables, I can't. And you know what? A part of me thinks it's like a bias that I have. I never grew up with a glass top table. My desk is glass top, but it needs to be cleaned all the time. Can you imagine eating on a glass top table? And I'm sure some of you guys probably even have a glass top table. Let me know. Is it as bad as I think? Does it get dirty all the time? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, so back to the kids' room. Oh man, back to the carpets. Do I decide on one or do I just give up? Oh, this is fun. What do you guys think? Decide or give up? I'm thinking I give up because I really don't know if I put one in there at all. Oh, and the dining room doesn't stay the same either, so it's like, what's the point? I figured the table also. I know I was doing modern and the rest, but I wanted to do modern hand-me-down. So that's kind of what I was thinking about for the table is that I wanted it to look like not the best. I wanted it to be something that, was handed down from a family or a friend or they got at a secondhand shop to just, work for them for now. And then the paper towels end up being almost outside of the apartment when I want to place them at the very edge until I decide, you know what, center of the table's fine. Let's just keep it at the center of the table. I know that last spot was all right too, but it wasn't perfect. Oh, and guys, we haven't talked about the doors. I love these doors. If you've watched the 100 Baby Challenge speed build of that house, you know that these doors are they're my favorite. I use them all the time. All the time. And currently I'm on this blue fix, this blue and white. If you can't tell by the bathroom and then by the doors and then by the kitchen. Oh man. Oh yeah, I definitely got a good color scheme going on in here. I like it though. It's fun. I'm happy I used that clutter I used in the kitchen because that little bowl with the little spatulas and spoons in it, I don't ever use that one. There's like another one that I use, but I feel like that one reminds me more of like home. I don't know. I love how I say it reminds me of home, but here at my house, I literally use an old shaker that I don't use anymore, and I put my spoons in that. So I don't even have something nice and pretty to put my spoons in. I just like, oh, this will do. Like, you know, I guess it works. I mean, obviously it works. If it didn't work, I can't even tell you I would have bought a new one. I just would have thrown them all in the drawer and been frustrated every time I go in the drawer and been like, ah. So I was originally trying to plan this room, the living room. Can you call it a room? It's not like closed off. The living area. I was trying to plan it, uh, like organize it by the rug. But then I saw this cute little stand, and I was like, uh-oh. No, this stand is going to be the center of the room. Like we're designing everything around that table. It's beautiful. And then I saw it was one of those collabs that The Sims did with a creator. I love it. I love it. It is so cute. I'm going to probably use it in all my builds now. I also saw these cute little chairs that I used in my dorm room build that I love getting the new things. The little Sims delivery, I love it. I'll be just in there building and see. There's also these new paintings. I don't know if you guys saw it in the artwork, but there's a couple new paintings that I had never noticed before. And then it's like, I start to doubt myself. It's like, well, is it new or have I just not noticed it? Because me not noticing something is not too far fetched. But I honestly think they're new. You'll see it when I do the dorm. Wait, will you? No, I'm probably lying. I don't think I put any art in the dorm room. Oh, but I built a gym. Yeah, in the gym, that's when I ended up coming across those new paintings. Ah, the gym. To be honest, I built the gym way before I ever started posting stuff online. So there is not a speed build of the gym, but it will be available on my Origin. It's got some rock climbing walls in it. I just thought it was fun, you know, because in the world in where we live, we can go somewhere and do like little rock climbing. Now, I don't think there's going to be treadmills in there too, like in Earth Treks. But anyway, I made it like a cute little gym with some locker rooms downstairs. Okay, back to this build. Love the couch. Don't know what pack that's from. Love it. I wanted to do a little separation from the office area, from the living area, just to give the illusion that they were in a separate space. So I really like those dividers. I thought it brought a lot more plant life into the area too. I really like to have a lot of plants in my build. So like that little plant kit that came out, that was right up my alley. I was all about that. I just love it so much. So much. Like so many different plants. I need a little variety too. I always get stuck on the same plants in every build as well. Like this window, if I could just move it over a hair. Like the furniture not lining up with the window gets me. It gets me. It gets me every time. Anything not lining up with the windows or the doors really agitates me. The other speed build, it was the windows not lining up with the door height because there was no happy medium. If it lines up with the door, it looks ridiculous from the inside. But if it doesn't look ridiculous on the inside, it doesn't line up with the door. So what do you do? You know? Gosh, the compromising. Oh well, I guess that's good exercise for when we have to compromise in the real world, you know? Oh. And I actually like that statue I used in here. I never use it, but my mom always had stuff like that around the house. Like that was her type of art that she liked. I don't know. I guess I was inspired by that. And I'm like, you know what? Let's bring my mom to The Sims. Let's put that in here. She loves that type of stuff. Because I always build like, what do I like? Thinking from my perspective, because it's hard for me personally to build something thinking about, well, what will somebody else like? Because I don't know what everybody else likes. I only know what I like. Anyway, so I put that new little sculpture in there. I thought it was nice. I got excited about it. I got a little accent wall in there too. I do like the paintings I use in this room. I think it's from Movie Hangout. I just think they're so much fun and they have a cute little swatches. Yep, love them a lot. All right, so now we're trying to figure out, well, I mean, I'm trying to figure out what else I can put on this wall. I want something cute. Oh, yeah, I do go, oh, yeah, I like what I end up doing. I've been watching a lot of different like little things on Pinterest. That's like my jam. I like Pinterest a lot. but they do these little shelf things and they have these plants that hang down and I just think it's so pretty. But we don't really have like hanging plants too much like that in The Sims. But I just figured we could put these two little ones on there and get some picture frames. And what would the parents have in their room up here? I don't know, but they wouldn't have like it's just it was oh yeah, and that's a recipe book. I love putting that book in my builds on top of the fridge because in my house I have my recipe books on top of the fridge, so why not have one in The Sims? And if you didn't notice, this build does have a trash can. I did remember. Is it really important in an apartment because there's a little trash chute outside? Probably not, but there it is. Oh wait, in the hallway there's the mailman. Octavia met him the other day at the park to get food. Hmm, interesting. Anyway, so we're about to end this build. I think I put two more things up here. The little incense burner, I think that would be cool. And then there's this little light in off-grid stuff. Well, I think, yeah, it's definitely off-grid, but it's got like oil in it and I don't know. I'm going to put it up there soon. And I love it so much because it's cute and it fits. All right, well, thanks for tuning in.